Come over towards the middle of it. There we go.
There we go. Hey there, people.
Here we are.
¿Cómo está todo el
together
mundo?
physically in the same
Same
code.
space. Yeah, same zip code.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
It was awful. It was awfully difficult. I mean, there was a lot that we made progress in our own lives personally, but you know, with regards to just being away, and it was hard. I mean, things that were said were very hurtful at times. Both of us. Sorry, I can't.
You need to find the chat room. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I know personally, even though we're adults, we all have children type of things inside of us that we never really fully develop and outgrow. You know, remember when you're in school and you really liked girl, if you were a girl, you really liked the guy. You were kind of mean to them. You know, instead of being nice, you were mean. I mean, I don't know why
I remember that.
Yeah, you know, it's like instead of saying, "Oh," and bringing gifts, you're like, "Eh," and you would do stuff to try to get their attention. That's pretty much what we were doing with one another.
It was. I mean, oh yeah, you did that. Oh well, I can do this. You know, it was not a mature way of doing things. And we had decided early on, and when you decided to go really public with our separation, I was like, dang, why can't you just keep it private? And you're like, well, I'm on the public, you know, eye, and I've been online since 2000 whatever. And actually, my ex and I, from my first marriage, we sat down and we talked about it. I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. I just want to, like, you know, like quietly deal with it. And then it just got out of control. It really did get out of control. It got crazy. It got really crazy.
It did.
You guys saw it.
Yeah,
it got like
we gave you front row seats.
Hatfields and the McCoys. Cuba and Puerto Rico were in a global nuclear boxing match.
Duking it out. It's like, okay, round two. You know.
It was not good.
And you know, I'm not proud of a lot of the things that I said, but in my defense, that technically, let me explain that technically. And really, English is not my first language. And I think you all know that. You hear my, you know, my made-up words. I'll bring to bear. You hear my English. You know, it's. I mean, I speak it pretty decently. You know, but I came from Cuba when I was like 5 years old, and you know, some words, some grammar, especially like nouns, pronouns, and things like that. So when I was saying what I was saying, I was angry. The word "it" came out, and it's not like I was referring to you as, you know. After the fact, when somebody pointed it out, I'm like, what? And then I listened to it and said, oh shit, okay, but it wasn't meant seriously as like. And then it was like it got blown out of proportion. I'm like, now I gotta own it.
I don't know what this one's name is, but this one's name was you since you were like 2 or something, right? Did it come from Cuba?
No.
Did it? Or was it made in China?
No, it's fine.
So this is T-Bear. Yeah. T-Bear made it back home.
Yes. And he was so angry at me.
He was mad.
Because, you know, it's like we were like excited to see each other and be with each other. And it was like, and then, you know, he was just laying in bed like an inanimate object, which this bear, you know, I know people think we're crazy, but his eyes are just so expressive. All of a sudden I felt him looking at me. You know, and he was just looking at me, and he gave me like these, like really. I mean, now he's got sweet eyes, but it was like, "What am I, chopped liver?" Yeah. You know, it's like I didn't even say hello. I know, like I didn't even acknowledge him or anything like that, and it took a while for him. Yeah, he missed it. I know, he missed the bear.
He doesn't need to be in the limelight, though. He doesn't like it.
But anyway, he's okay now. He forgave me, but he was like so upset. Like he was so excited to see me. And I was just like totally ignoring him.
He was not happy. He was really mad. Like he was mad at me in St. Paul. Didn't like where he was living.
And didn't like that he left Daddy.
He didn't like that at all. He didn't understand it.
No.
Because, you know,
he's like,
he was Daddy's first.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's got an affinity for Mark. So.
My boy.
Yeah.
That's right.
We're going to get cats.
We are.
So.
Yeah. Right now, he's gonna hate that because then he's not gonna get the attention.
Well,
And let's hope the cats don't decide to like
tear them
tear him
apart.
apart. And we won't let that happen. We'll
Yeah,
protect you. We protect you from.
We'll put you in a cage.
Yeah. We won't let the kitties hurt you. Because, you know, this is the baby.
It's my baby.
Yes. But yeah, folks, you know, we definitely an apology is due because we've already apologized to one another,
Yeah.
but we made such a
Spectacle.
public
Spectacle.
of each
It was
other.
like must-see TV. It was like a reality TV show for you guys. And
Yeah.
a lot of the haters and stuff just ate it up, you know. I mean, they were just totally eating it up. And I was getting advice from people to say, you know, you should never ever, you know, trust Mark. He's a liar and a cheat. And, you know, it's like, well, I'm the cheat, actually.
Yeah. I didn't go out with anybody, do
no.
anything. My heart.
No, you didn't. You didn't. But, you know, I felt not, I don't know, I felt like I had something to prove or something because I just felt like you painted me as this person that just didn't, you know, if I didn't have you, that I could have no one else. And it's like, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm beautiful. I'm gonna do what I need to do, and you know, we're gonna see what happens here.
But it was
I was still very jealous though because I did that to make him.
And I knew that's what she was doing.
upset,
Yeah,
you
I
know?
knew that she was
I mean,
doing that, and that's what it like irked me. But
yeah, it was not a good thing. What I did, it was very, very bad, and it's very hurtful. And
I forgive her because I know why she did it. You know, I know that that heart belongs to me. I know that those lips belong to me. I know that there's no one out there who makes her feel the way I do.
No. And I did sow my oats a bit, you know, but it was all in the effort of like trying to prove him wrong, you know, and trying to make him jealous because, you know, I just wanted to say, hey, look at what you're missing out on, you know. I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm not some blah blah blah, you know, whatever you were calling me and stuff, and you know, there were some mean people saying mean things, and you know, you know, they have their opinions about me, and if I look masculine to them, then great, whatever, you know. You know, it's all good, you know. You're all entitled to your opinions and stuff, and some of you just don't, you know, really get the whole gender thing, you know. But that was our hang up, is that we didn't get the gender thing. You know, we were still caught like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, 1 foot in, 1 foot
We're
out.
fighting it, and a lot of it was, you know, our families never really accepted it, and you know, just the whole dynamic. And when we split up, we both kind of owned who we are.
Yeah, big time.
And you know, it's like it's cemented, and it's like our relationship is now
It's awesome.
way better.
It really
is. Like
it's awesome.
2 months were it's like the medicine that we needed.
It was. I mean, it's like, you know, this saying that I was looking at. It says, you know, sometimes the bad things that happen in our lives put us directly on the path to the best things that will ever happen to us, and that's what happened. You know, you have to get through all the darkness in order to see the sunlight. You know, the daybreak comes after the sun is gone for, you know, it seems like it's never going to come back. And it's at the darkest time that the sun decides to come up, you know. But, you know, I was just like really, I was fed up in certain ways. He was fed up in certain ways. And we needed to go both process these things separately, individually, and to come to terms with it individually on our own. And I know you've been transitioned for a very long time, and you thought you had, you know, your whole life all the way you've always wanted it, but you realize that, you know, you were still holding back certain things about yourself, you know. I mean, it's like, and this time apart has allowed me to just, you know, let go of anything that was hindering me in the past and just be, you know, just like your song would say, just be, you know. And we just are, you know, we're just two people that love each other. And I choose to live as a woman, and he chooses to live as a man, and I mean, it is what it is, people. I mean, there's nothing else to say about it, and I'm not gonna apologize for doing or being who I am, and neither should you. And the whole concept of being stealth and stuff, I mean, for you, you never have lived that way.
No, I never did. I was always too concerned about being an advocate, worried about educating people, and this 2 months apart, me working and hanging out with the guys at work and feeling part of the guy, which I never did that. I never really had that kind of
Fist pumping, chest
pumping, yeah, things that
just like cool stuff that that camaraderie that men have with each other.
And I never felt that before, because even when I was with Violet, I was hanging around Violet all the time, and we was out of business together, and I never really socialized with guys and never got that kind of stuff. And now I am, and it's like, I mean, even my body, oh my God, it's like I never, oh my God, in the short amount of time have I been able to like develop this kind of body. It's like, it's almost like I'm going through this other puberty. I feel like I'm 15 or 16 years old.
Let me tell you, it looks better in person than it even looks here. I mean, this looks great, but when I look over here and I look at you and I look at that, I'm just like, people, this man is on fire physically.
And it's only the beginning, It's like I know what I'm going to do and where I'm going to take myself. And yeah, I'm owning it. I'm owning it, and I'm feeling good about it. And and by owning me, I see you completely.
And that's the thing, that we never really saw each other because we were always looking back behind us.
Yeah.
And
too worried about the expectations of our families.
Yeah.
And oh my God, and this, that, and the other, and it's like
my kids. It's like, oh my gosh, my kids, and it's like, my kids. I'm not an uncaring person, and I'm not going to worry about it though, because this man is my number one priority. My children are in great hands. They're doing well. They're not suffering, and the door is always open for them. But they have to accept me as me. I mean, I'm not going to change for them. I did it before, and I'm not going to do it now. And it's like, the further down the road you get, the harder it is to do anything like that, because literally that life feels like it's like some other time, some other place of existence. I mean, I'm your wife, and children, as they grow up, they're going to have to adjust to the fact that I am someone's wife. And it's just one of those things. I mean, it is what it is, and we can't do anything else about it. And I'm not going to live in like guilt or like regret or anything like that, because I have this beautiful man in my life, and he is everything that I've ever wanted in a person, and he is everything for me. So,
demon monster.
I said that because I was upset.
First time I heard that, I was like, demon monster? Really?
He was being mean. He called me an it.
I told you it was just the English type of TV,
He was like, and that it, whatever it is. And then like totally like, and I'm like, I forgive you no matter what. And I always did, I always like, people would say, he's ugly. And I'd be like, he's not ugly. He might be a lot of things. He might be a demon monster, but he's a very good looking demon monster.
That's Mr. Demon Monster.
Yeah. Yes. But, I mean, it's, to go from where we were to where we are, the only thing is that, the true test of love is to realize that people that love each other, if they didn't love each other, they wouldn't do the things we did. They wouldn't be
care.
So like,
like,
oh yeah, well I think it's
like, what is it? Like, we're playing tennis. Your turn.
Lava.
Yeah. Like, I forgot the terminology.
Serving it.
Your serve, and it's like, just wait. I'm going to make, that kind of.
I'm going to ace you or something. I mean, it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to show your video and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to put your face on here and you're going to say stuff. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to talk and then I'm going to start again, and it was very mature.
Hey, Carrie.
Hi, BFF and Mark. You both look so good. LOL, demon monster. He's not a demon monster. He's a heavenly angel. Angel. Well, he's Angelo.
Angelo. That's right.
Angelo. MarkAngelo. So he's an angel. No demon monster. Yeah, I definitely, I grew a lot in a short amount of time, and I think he saw that.
I grew a lot in a short amount of time.
He did. He's still growing. It's like he takes his shirt off, and I'm like, and he's like, yeah, I'm getting even bigger. I'm like, thanks, Carrie.
Thank you, Carrie.
We're just very happy because we belong together, and we know that.
I still, for instance, I went to the gym this morning, and I'm driving back, and I'm like, am I dreaming? Is my wife back at home? Is this, because it's like from one minute, like so real and so weird in the sense of because we thought it was over.
We got in this argument in Deming on the way over to Las Cruces, and I was like, remember this moment, because this is why we're not going to be together, because you always know everything. And I'm joking around. Un gran beso para los dos.
Gracias, Sandy.
Thank you, Sandy.
But yeah, I mean, it's, relationships take work, and they take
Really? They are. It's a lot of work, and it's a lot of forgiveness. I mean, I didn't know when I asked him last week, or was it last week? God, was it last week? It was like just not too long ago. He was doing the video, You're Beautiful, and he did a really good version of it. And, he started by saying, some days, are fine, and then other days, I'm not going to be, kidding around here, but I miss Lena. And I was like, oh my God, he still loves me. He still wants me back. And I'm like, gosh, after all the things I've said and done, and, I wasn't faithful or anything. I was testing the waters and dating guys and stuff. He still accepted me and said, without hesitation.
I shut down, and I have this, I don't know if it was a gift or it was a curse, like a light switch. I developed that as a child so that I wouldn't get hurt because of the circumstances. So it's like I shut down, and I would always say, don't ever get me to shut down, because if I shut down, it's like literally. And that's what I did. I shut down, and then it's like I don't feel. I literally don't feel. I don't allow the feelings to come in. Or it's not that I don't feel. I just don't allow the feelings to come in. So it's like, you unwire, wire, and in the electrical thing, if those things aren't connected, you're not going to get electricity. But something, but exactly, but it's still like something you said in that text, kind of like went, and then, and I'm like, oh,
I apologize.
Yeah.
I told him I'm sorry, because I just thought, that maybe this is all just one huge, massive misunderstanding. Because one of the most beautiful things that's happened in this time is that I've been able to reconnect with my big sister. She's 8 years older than me, and I've always idolized her. I've always looked up to her. I've always wanted her approval, and I always thought that she did life right, and she made good decisions, was responsible, was beautiful, everything, right? And I just thought after I transitioned that she hated me. I thought that she didn't want to talk to me because she just was disgusted with me and stuff. And it was a huge misunderstanding. And we had an opportunity to talk, and it was because of this situation, because of her reaching out to him to communicate and to let him know certain things.
And then I spoke. I said, Lena idolizes you. Always has, and she loves you. it's this, and we just went into whatever, and I think that kind of like, created
Yeah,
a
I just kind of woke
Yeah.
up, and then, I sent off a fiery text to her because I was like,
Yeah, she texted me, goes, "What did you tell her?" And I said, "Nothing."
why the
just-
hell are you on his side? I mean, it's like, you don't even understand what's going on, and she's like, I wasn't on anyone's side. I just felt bad because he was all bummed out, and you're like partying.
I know, right?
I'm
She
like,
felt bad for me because
I'm not partying. I'm just trying to move on, and I figured it was over, and I was just trying to do stuff that would not make me think of it. So anyway, in a conversation with her, we started talking about stuff that had happened in the past, things that were going on, I mean, from childhood. I mean, because a lot of these things happen in childhood. And it's like, no, I didn't mean to tell you that mom and dad found you in a dumpster. I mean, come on, for crying out loud, that's what every brother and sister talk about all the time.
I tell my little sister the same thing. You weren't even moms.
Yeah,
We found you.
Yeah, and I was just like, really? I'm like, duh. She's like, no. Do you remember that I used to send you money when you used to go to school, college in Louisiana? And I sent you money from my check every week? I was like, Mom did, but you did too? Yes, dummy. I used to send you stuff all the time. And I was so proud of you. Your nephews loved you, your niece loved you. I mean, it's like, and I'm like, wow. So I I
Yeah.
I really misread this thing. And then I thought to myself, oh my God, maybe this is the same exact thing that's happened with you. I'm like, so all that time that he's been like controlling me, not letting me go for a walk, you know, could it be because he doesn't want me to get hurt? I mean, there
As
was
you
a
found
time,
out when you were by yourself and when walking on and whatever, and
there was a time in
weird people came up to you, and
it's a scary world. I mean,
mean,
if you choose to change your gender and then you live your life and
Yeah.
stuff, you're going to be
it's not the same.
really
You can't-
awakened to some reality.
You can't play by the same rules.
No, you
Women
can't.
get raped, get hurt all the time when they walk alone. It's
I mean,
a totally different game.
It's not like you can just like, as a dude, you can just walk down the street, go to a bus stop. Nobody's going to say anything to you. But then you got people looking at you and going, "Hey, baby, I just want to take you to bed and F you." And it's like,
It's
what?
like, no, you're a married
This
woman,
is crazy.
and it's like, I'm sorry, but
And this is crazy. And then cars like here in Silver City, just like turning around to want to like talk to you, and like there's a girl in the car, and the dude.
do you know how many women get abducted,
Crazy.
raped, and then thrown, whatever? Do you know how many? I mean, it's like it's a reality.
It's a mill.
Yeah, it's a
like
reality.
A factory.
It's a
Remember
reality.
that movie?
Yeah.
That Liam Neeson was in with his daughter going to France, and then she gets taken by this group, and if they didn't find her in like 3 days, she was going to be like sold off to like.
It's like, I'm sorry, you're my wife, and I'm old-fashioned, and I don't care what people think or whatever, blah blah blah. But it's the way it is, I've always protected you. You're always healthy. Here I am watching all your videos, big old hematoma in the arm.
I'm like, oh,
gets in a
look at this
car with.
blue.
I mean, it's like.
I'm like,
gee,
black and blue.
Swollen feet. I'm like, what in the world did you do to yourself in 2 months' time?
I did what
you were my little flower that I took care of.
Flower.
Yes, look at those beautiful flowers right there. It's like, that's my role. And I'm sorry that people don't get it and understand it, but you don't have to. It's as long as we get it.
Yeah.
And that's all that really matters.
So I mean, I was just like, did I really miss the boat here? I mean, all this protection that he's talking about, could it actually be true that he didn't really want to control me? And then, I realized that he's the only one that's ever been there for me, and he's been so good with the finances. I mean, I get 1 month with the finances. Okay?
And she's donating blood because 2 weeks.
I can't even handle it because I'm just like, I'm not used to this. I never have been able to, and it's like, I was eventually, I think, going to figure it out because it's like life or death, basically.
Or your arms are going to fall off from donating plasma.
Or my arms are going to fall off because I couldn't donate anymore. I wasn't even going to touch that stuff anymore. But it's like I misunderstood you. I totally misread you, and I really just wanted to, apologize to you for that, and just to let you know that, I really didn't mean to be that way, and but it's just it's a beautiful thing now. We have a mutual understanding. He's given me autonomy and freedoms that I never had before because he understands that those freedoms are things that although he wants to be protective and everything, he knows that he can't control everything, right? And as far as like being able to keep me safe, and I need to make good decisions and that kind of thing. So it's totally different. I have my own card now. I give him whatever, you know, he needs for the monthly bills and everything, and
now
we
there's two
work
of
things
us. Yeah,
out.
now I'm working, so there's,
Yeah, so we're working through all those differences and all the things that we were struggling with. Now it's like now we don't even think about it. Now it's just like, you know, I'm just so happy just to be with him. Just so happy to be his wife. I'm just so happy to take care of him. I mean, it's like things have just shifted in my brain where I'm just like, you know what, my number one priority, since I took the vows as his wife, my number one priority is you. That's it. That's it. To feed you, to keep you happy, to make you feel comfortable, to make you feel loved, to never think that you're lacking for anything. Like you're the king. You're the king and I'm the queen, right? So the king takes care of the queen takes care of the king, and everything works out really nicely. And I mean, if you all have differences and stuff with the gender thing, that's your own problem. But we're not going to work through that with you. I mean, some things you're just not going to understand. But Mark
You know
and
what I do want to work through is the thumbs down. Can you please reveal yourself?
I know,
please.
It is so tacky.
Please, I mean, it's like
the happiness of others is a dislike for you.
You don't have to like our videos. You really don't. I'm not saying that we're going to be in everybody's cup of tea, but at least own your thumb down.
I know.
Say, my name is blah blah blah, and I don't
like you.
And if you don't like us, switch the channel.
Just go away then.
Switch the channel.
I mean, I know you do it because you want to just get under our skin,
and because envious. I mean,
beautiful couple. I wish you could dislike us a second time, but you can't. You can only do it one time.
Unless they have multiple accounts.
Yeah, unless you have a multiple account, and then we'll see another one pop up because you create some fake thing. Right. I mean, oh my God, the way you were talking about your mistakes, owning it to each other in front of the world touches my heart. Beautiful people. World needs more people like you. You guys look so happy now, and it makes my heart smile. I love you both. Yeah, I just really think that it's important for us to be forgiving. I mean, if we lived in a world that people forgave, imagine what kind of a world we would have. I mean, so many people hold grudges and stuff, and like this person over here disliking our stuff. It's like the one that suffers is you because you're like spreading negativity, and when negativity gets spread, it comes back towards you. So it's like the rule of karma works. It's like it's that whole, what goes around comes around.
Of course.
So I mean, I just think that
we're happy.
Yeah.
No matter where you put a thumbs down or whatever it is, you're not going to change that.
It doesn't matter, But I mean, I know you do it to get under our skin, and I admit it does bother us, So you get that little.
That doesn't bother me.
Checkpoint.
It's like to me, I think Facebook and YouTube, people should be allowed to voice their opinion, like or dislike, but they should, thumbs down, why you dislike it, and who are you?
Exactly. That Carrie says there's always going to be haters.
I mean, of course. But own up to your hate. Own up to it. Don't be, hide behind the keyboard. Own up to it.
There's lots of people, though, that
you dislike me or you dislike Lena, hey, say why.
We just one.
Say why.
There's just one hater, And they probably hate themselves, too. So,
I'm sure.
I hate myself. I hate you. I hate the world. It's like, I pray for you. I hope that you find peace. I hope that you're able to overcome your negativity because
Because you're only
Reading
harming
negativity
yourself.
doesn't help anybody.
Because you're only
Spreading
harming
negativity
yourself.
doesn't help anybody. But, you know, we're not going to just laugh and be happy because that's the best way to get to them.
Oh, I know. Well, we are happy. We're very happy.
We're super happy.
Super happy.
I mean, it's like, I get to flirt with him. It's like, you coming home yet, baby? I was like, take a picture. You know, I like to take pictures. So I'm like, you coming home? It's like, and you're like, yeah, I want to come home and get some of that. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to get some of that. But he likes the coyness, and I like being coy with him. So, hey, it all works. You know, it's a win-win for both of us. And we've got a wonderful day off today. And,
I worked my ass off yesterday. 4th of July. Oh, I know. I couldn't eat it all. I mean, I'm eating like a lot, but I mean, my stomach is still needing to catch up with what's happening up here. So, but yeah, I'll eat the rest later.
You don't have
going
to.
Out, of course. It tastes even better after it gets cold like that. It's almost like a. But we're gonna go out for dinner today, and then tomorrow I only work till 7:30, so we're gonna go see the light show, or the fireworks, whatever the heck it is.
A light show.
A light show. It's a light show.
We're gonna go to Lightworks. I was like, is that a new place that just opened up? Lightworks.
Fireworks. I'm telling you, English is not my first language.
Got it.
Okay, that's why I call people it instead of, you know, it's like it.
Dang, please.
But
just own it.
And then we're gonna
he was pissed off. He's like, you're it.
Well, you know, when your wife goes out with a Marine, and then that, you know, and I found that out, and then she just, no, I was just kidding, and then it's like, no, I wasn't kidding, I really did. I was like, oh.
Well, when you're texting pictures of women that you're not really dating, but you're just like hanging out with.
You had already.
I mean,
because you had told me about the Marine.
I didn't tell you about the Marine yet.
Yes, you did. You did.
No.
Yes, you did. You did too.
I did not. Okay, I did. You did. So anyway, I did, but you know, it's like he's like, I'm moving on. Taking pictures with what's her name? What do we call her?
Witchy woman.
Witchy woman. She's like this beautiful long-haired blonde lady, you know, that has like this mystique to her, and she's like, you know, like at the Toad last time, he's like, did you notice that she was looking at me? I was like, what? What are you looking back for? He's like, I'm a married spud. I'm a married spud. I'm a married spud. I'm like,
and look, when we split up,
you're married spud.
When we split up, I didn't even attempt. I didn't want anything. Just wanted you.
Go to your corner. But you know, I know you did. Yeah. You just wanted me. But you know, it's like I wanted to prove to you that I am worthy.
Jealous. That's all.
I did. I'm making jealous. It worked.
It worked.
But we're back together. So the grand plan in my mind, it came to fruition.
Yes,
you know,
she got what she wanted.
Yeah. Now people are saying, "Oh, Lena got Mark to get more masculine, and you know, gets what she wants out of it, you know, and you know, she's really controlling the situation." And it's like, other people are like, "Yeah, Mark got what he wanted out of it because he's the one that's like." It's like everybody has an opinion, and then it's like Mark said, when you get in the middle of a marriage and stuff, and you guys cast opinions about things. The only person that ends up looking bad at the end when people reconcile, or whatever,
everybody's like,
yeah, it's like, you know, so many people that were saying stuff to me, they haven't said a chirp now.
I mean, thank you.
So glad you two are back together.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pagan. Avion Pagan.
Avion Pagan.
I think he's Puerto Rican, so he's Puerto Rican.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So, you know, it was like.
How do you know?
He said he was.
Oh, okay.
Because it was in another.
Another post?
Yeah, when I was doing a live feed. But you know, it's like.
There was that jealous. Like, I didn't know. No,
so glad you did. But you know, it's like we just had to get back together because I mean, this is destiny for us. You know, I mean,
we made vows. You know, I know my heart belongs to you. I couldn't.
And I didn't give my heart to anybody else. I just gave my attention, apparently, to some few people. you know. But it was done with a different intent. It wasn't like to look and find someone because I had already found you. You know, I'd already found you, and then when I felt like, you know, it's like I've never seen you. I've never seen you, Lena. You never let me see you, and it's like, wish you guys were closer. We could have done a double date.
Yeah.
Yeah, we you know, and I was like, well, I want to be seen, so I'm gonna see if I can be seen by people, you know, and you know that's why I did what I did, you know. But you know, now we're here. Now it's over. Now we're moving on from that. We're like totally like in love. Like I mean, I feel like a schoolgirl in high school. You know, fawning over the hot quarterback or something like that. You know, because it's like, you know, I was like doing that on like when I was watching your videos. Like people were like, Lena, you need to just stay away and stop watching and stop commenting and block him on every angle, even your text. And I was like, okay, block, block. But then I was like, okay, I'm still unsubscribed, but I'm gonna look at his videos. I don't care. He's like all doing this in front of the mirror, you know, shirts off, and he's like, and blah 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 blah, and I'm like, that's, oh my God, he's getting big. I was like,
I'm gonna make myself irresistible and just bigger, and you know.
Carrie goes, Mark, you are amazing, man, very amazing.
Thank you.
And Sandy says, you look beautiful today, Lena. Well, I look beautiful because you make me beautiful. I'm glad you both found yourselves and are happy again. You both look amazing. Thank you. Well, that's
Appreciate
what
it,
happens.
everybody.
That's what happens when love wins. You know,
That's right. That's right.
because it comes from like
Just
within. You know, emanates from within. And you know, we've never been more in love than we are now. I mean, I'm like, I see him in a totally different light. It's like I did a video just the other day. It was called A New Perspective. It's a different perspective, and it's like I just see you in a totally different light. I mean, I see you all man. I don't see any trans anything.
I'm owning it. You know, before
I just see you like, I mean, as you are. You know.
I remember when I came to pick her up from work that day when she arrived here, and it's like I couldn't run fast enough up the stairs.
He was like a little kid.
I know.
Oh, I forgot to lock the door. Oh, God.
I didn't turn the car off. I was trying to see the alarm, and I was like, I didn't turn the car off. And then I came up, and it's just like.
And I was gonna do the whole balcony thing. Romeo. It's like.
It was just, you know, an amazing reunion, amazing totally, and it's just, gosh, you know, I can't explain it. I felt like a part of me had been ripped out, my body just totally taken away, and I was walking with a limp. And no matter how much macho and how alpha and how much I got this, I don't need anybody, blah blah blah, you know, that was all bullshit.
I know, and then he'd be like, "You miss me, don't you?" And I'm like, "I don't miss you. I'm dating. I went on 2 dates in 2 days in 1 day. You know, I'm fine." He's like, "You miss me though, don't you?" I'm like, I'm gonna tell you. You know. So Sandy says, and Mark, you have a big, happy smile from ear to ear.
I do.
I love your smile. Carrie says, sometimes perspective opens your eyes and your heart and gives you new sense of renewal. Smiling face. And it does, it really does. I mean, we are renewed, absolutely renewed. And it took this, you know, and the beautiful thing is that I have this amazing relationship with my sister now, and we just chatted just this morning briefly, but you know, it's like this open, like accepting, and she's always had a problem with me transitioning and stuff, and you know, I mean, with regards to, you know, whatever, but I just think that because of you, she sees me, she sees how we work together, she sees that we can be an inspiration to a lot of people and encouragement.
That's right.
And we're just a normal, I mean, we're just a normal couple that love each other. That's really all we are, you know. Yeah, we have a trans past, but that's about it. Past, you know.
Yep.
Present is love.
Yeah.
Future is love, you know. So who doesn't want to love? That's what we want to do.
It reminded me of that song, It's Only Love, Tina Turner. Yeah.
Tina Turner, Bryan Adams. Yeah, he did a lot of songs, and he'd be like, and for all the women I've loved before, you know, and I'm like, wait, I know how you felt about me. I know what I did to your heart. I mean, I know, you know, I mean, when you go through so many traumatic things, like I told you, Lyndon, you are probably one of the most normal friends I have. Um, I just, you know, when you go through the traumatic things that we've been through, it's like, you know, you can't help but develop a closeness in relationship and stuff because you've been through the fire, you know, and now that we've been through this fire, testing our marriage and stuff, and like the whole thing about, oh yeah, well you just signed my papers because I'm ready to leave and just take me to the courthouse. I mean, that stuff doesn't even exist anymore in our lives. I don't even think about that anymore. It's like so like not a part, you know, because I know that you're never going to leave me, that you love me for me. And, you know, regardless, as we get older, it doesn't matter how beautiful or not I am, that you're just always going to love me. And I will always love you, just like the Houston song is. But, you know, it's just a beautiful thing. And we're just so excited to share our lives. And, you know, we're going to be making beautiful music together. And one thing I wanted to say is that, no, you didn't write me a song, but we did write a song together. You know, we did sing together a few times. And that's something that I don't think you've ever done with anybody else. You played with Jessica, but you never sang with Jessica. So you know, we our better days are ahead of us for sure.
We're finding an apartment, 2 little kitty cats.
Next month.
Yep. And yeah, it's gonna be good. Life is good.
It is. It's all on the up and up. And you know, my whole perspective of Silver City is like totally different. You know, because I don't know. It's a beautiful place. It's a little town with lots to offer. And I was talking to my sister just the other day. It's like, you know, who needs the mall? You know, I mean, if you want to go, you can go. But I mean, it's like, so what? It's just stuff. So he's promised to take me to the mall if I want to go and stuff, Tucson, El Paso, whatever. And you know, we'll just make it a day trip or something occasionally and go window shopping. But you know, I found out more than anything else, I love the thrift stores because I don't really like to spend like who's going to spend $120 on ripped up jeans at Nordstrom's?
Plus, that's how you go through a check that's meant to last a month.
I didn't spend $120 on jeans at Nordstrom's.
I
mean, yeah. So I mean,
Google is good and OCD is good, as you learn.
I love OCD. Without OCD, well, I lived with non-OCD, so I found out what non-OCD is like. And if you ever want to move my hanger after I move it, feel free. It's perfectly fine. Because I came in here and, I mean, no disrespect to the people I was living with, but he loves cleanliness, you know, and it smelled good in here. It was clean in here, you know, and it's like, gosh, there's something to be said about that, you know.
I've always been that way. To me, if I'm disorganized, then my entire world feels disorganized. Just part of who I am.
How's the weather today in your town? It's hot. It's hot? Yeah, I think it's like 80, 90 or something like that. So it's organized behind you now.
No, well, my little Pebble came in with all their stuff. I mean, I'm just trying to go, okay,
my stuff is
30
there.
days.
I don't know what else to do with it.
Till we get the apartment with a big walk-in closet, and then things will be organized. So I'm just like, okay, this organization will end.
This too shall pass. I'm like, he's like, So, did you make any more impact on this stuff? I was like, oh, I'm taking a day off today. I made you food though. He's like, oh. And he looks at it. I'm like,
Yeah.
honestly, I don't know where to put the gay pride stuff. I mean, what do you want me to hang it on a banner out here?
No.
I'll, put the waist pouch that's rainbow on the TV there. Kind of hang things. Put the bike helmet up here. Where would I put the bike helmet? It's like it's in a bag.
There in the bag.
Isn't it better in a bag?
Wait, but you can just stuff the stuff in there so it's not in the way. Like you're in a complete room on Thursday.
I do. I need to.
Just kind of hide it down there.
Stick it under the bed.
Well, no, I wish the bed had something.
I wish the bed had something
to put underneath. It's like they just put this stuff when you're for your hotel where people would want to put their luggage underneath the bed. That would work, but they don't do that.
No, they don't, because then they figure people are going to forget stuff.
For that, they have stuff.
That's true.
But 1 month, and we're going to move out, and you have a proper kitchen, proper balcony.
We're looking at a 2-bedroom with a music room.
Yep.
I'm glad you didn't sell my keyboard.
I knew.
I got my keyboard.
I knew you would come back.
And we're going to get 2 kittens or cats. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But we're going to go to the nearby rescue shelter and see, if we find a couple of them that, that you connect with and stuff like that. Carrie said she had a few, a kitty that she would love to give us and stuff, but she lives in Louisiana. So, but yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yay for cats.
Yep.
Cats are so healing. There was this video about a cat that was a paraplegic cat, and this gay couple took. No,
the gay couple.
No.
Dog with
the dog with the tongue
that stuck out.
No teeth.
So the cat was paraplegic and it couldn't move its leg, but it started moving a little bit, and then they were going to make him some little thing, but then he started just learning how to walk with his 2 fronts. And it was fast too.
It was fast, yeah.
It was like
front feet.
and had a massive, wonderful personality.
Super sweet little girl kitty, and has become an amazing cat and part of their family. So yeah, I think I have 2 stray babies that I wish I could bring in.
It's like, don't you guys think that T-Bear has those expressive eyes?
I know, but it's okay. We've dealt with it. Yeah. No, he's waving at you.
Oh. Hi, Daddy. Hi, T-Bear. I love you. I love you too.
I couldn't give him a voice when I had him. I was like, oh my God, this is Mark's voice. I can't do that. I wish you could meet my Frankie. You guys would love him so much. I'm sure. And I just, like I said, Carrie, I think your cat is destined for greatness. And along with you, with the impacts of reaching out to people. I told her that she could do a reality. She could I'm going to pitch her to Amberly Mucha and tell her about the fact that, couldn't they do a show based on a rescue cat that goes and visits different people that need help and stuff like that, and just, comes into their lives.
With the producers and shows like that, it has to have wings so that they could have several seasons.
But imagine how that would touch the hearts of people.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And Carrie's story of being a military widow and stuff. I mean, my God, it would just be impactful and powerful. I was so amazing at the hospice with all those ladies there. It made me cry to see and be so gentle with them.
It's very much needed. As an occupational therapist, and I used to work sometimes for nursing homes or hospice and stuff like that, and they always had people come in with their therapy pet. Whether it be a dog or a cat. Mostly dogs. And it's so healing. Some of the dogs even know when people were just about to die in the hospice, and would go in, and it's almost like help them cross over.
Wow.
It's really an important role. Pets are very healing.
But I think a cat more than a dog would have even more of a special connection.
Cats know. Cats totally know. I mean, they have this healing ability.
We would love to we're trading cards with Frankie. Saw some pictures at one moment. It was like, she made this little trading card. He's got his little military, thing on him and stuff. I mean, it's like, amazing. You know, that cat and you. I mean, the sky is not even the limit. With what you can do to impact.
I'm like so tired.
I know, I'm sorry.
Yesterday was rough. And like anytime it's near a holiday, it's like people want to order a bunch of stuff, and it's like nonstop. Tomorrow's gonna be busy too.
Okay, I'll send you the address to where we're living right now. It's gonna change. Yes, it's gonna change. But for now, this is where we live.
Yeah.
So we're like, you know, super excited about what's coming around in the future. And I think we're gonna go have some Mexican. Is that right?
I can go have some like that Mexican
Chips and guac.
steak fajitas or something like that.
Mark does need a nap.
Yeah, dude, I'm tired.
He pushed himself at the gym today. It was like totally like, well, I'm not working, so
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
off,
gonna
'cause
push it.
Usually, like I always work out before going to work, so I kind of like I push myself, but not as hard because I know that I have a full 9 hour day on my feet. And so, but today, I mean, the day was off, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take it to the next level. And when my schedule changes in 2 weeks, then I'll be working from 4 in the morning to 1. So
And it's official too.
yeah, it's
'cause it changed
official.
in
I
its schedule.
signed the paperwork and everything else, and the thing finally changed. So what is it? July 15th. I start at 4 in the morning. Then I'll come home, pick you up, go to the gym, train hard.
Get my body back into shape.
Yeah.
I didn't let it go, you know, but
No, but
I kind of,
yeah,
you
kind of
know.
like I'm like, what you doing with my masterpiece?
No, but I don't want to be some chiseled
No,
rock
no,
like
no,
you
no.
had
Just
me.
tone
You had me
and
like all veins sticking out and stuff.
and
I don't want to be
tone.
all veiny.
No,
You gonna promise me you're gonna
no,
make me veiny?
no. You're gonna. I'm not. You're gonna be training on your. I'm not gonna because I gotta work on me.
Yeah.
You're just gonna do your little cardio and
Okay.
little tone stuff and your little plyometric stuff and just to get your heart going to get to so that you don't fall apart.
Exactly. And we get over this. Look at this, people.
No, it's like,
look at that.
Look at how no, turn it this way. That's from the.
Oh my God.
But
But over here too, look.
They're the demon monsters.
Wow. I mean, I should sue them.
I know. Jeez.
First of all, they're like, we're gonna have to make your gender marker M because you haven't had the surgery. And it's like, what does it matter if I had surgery or not? What's the blood work have to do with surgery? It was very discriminatory,
Extremely.
But I'm never gonna do that again.
Nope.
Never gonna give any blood to anybody. Sorry, unless it's Mark.
Love you too.
My mom. Love you guys. Have a good night. Thanks, Carrie. Have a great evening and Super 4th of July.
Yeah. We gotta go for a walk and then we'll see how hot it is. We need to walk a little bit.
Yeah, it's 3:23 and 49 seconds. So we've been on for quite a bit.
Yeah.
We've been chatting. I don't know.
53 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. Almost an hour. My California.
My videos are usually like 20 minutes.
I know you're like running on linotime.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, done.
But that's his nature. It's like, okay, something spilled, and he's like, it's like this manic, clean it, but don't be like really thorough because it's like, it's like, Mark, just look at it, assess it, clean it, clean the other side. It's like, or he's shaving. It's like, you're going to cut yourself. Oh, damn it, I got cut again. I'm like, well, if you just take your time, just like, it's like wax on, wax off.
No,
wax on. Oh, he takes his little short, scrapey swipes at his face, and he's like, I don't know why I keep breaking out. It's like, maybe it's because you're not like being gentle with yourself. It's like, just to get it over with. It's like torture. It's like, get it over with. Get it off of me. So I'm like, Anyway, I'm terrible at saying goodbye.
We're gonna go now. You catch I made a music video. What is it called? Don't Wanna Lose You.
Don't Wanna Lose You Now.
Right, yeah. My own rendition.
His own
already rendition. Should be on the channel already.
And he's like, don't wanna. I'm like, wow, he owned it. You know Chris Daughtry from American Idol? He used to make all these songs that were like cover songs into his own, and he was like always like being complimented. That's Mark. You know, Mark's like my Chris Daughtry. He just takes the song and goes, you know what? I'm gonna Markify it.
Yeah,
You know,
that's what I do. I like to change the stuff. I don't like karaoke.
He does his thing, and you know, it sounds really good, and it doesn't sound anything like the original. I mean, the original is by another Cuban, Gloria Estefan, and you know, she did a great version of it, but Mark's got his own thing going on. Yep. And it only took him like what? It was like 20 minutes or something. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna change this song. I'm gonna do it. Okay. And then he sings it. He's like, dang, let me do that. Gifted. Just gifted. Anyway. Love you guys, but
remember to always love yourselves too. Bye-bye. Have a good one. Enjoy your 4th.